Hey guys, this topic is so relevant right now for the collective. Abandonment, validation, approval, all subtle limitations or distortions that stem from the same root of unworthiness or the belief that we can be abandoned. Like if there was a possibility, like if there was truth in the need for another person's seeing us, hearing us, approving of us, for us to feel that we're taken care of or we belong or whatever we're doing is right. And it's so far from reality. It's a complete delusion. And it took me a long time to fully know, not just kind of understand the concept of we are everyone, everything. We are God. We're aspects of creation. And we are our own mothers. We're our own fathers. We have the masculine and the feminine. And everybody else is just an extension of love. So it's impossible for someone outside of us to give us a sense of something that we already are, unless we're choosing to believe that we give our power into a projection that we're creating in the first place to reflect back to us that we have that distortion, that we're choosing to believe that they have the power to make us feel something that we already are. And I know it's it's like a riddle or a paradox, but that's the difference between understanding and actually knowing. I could understand the concept before of there's nothing outside of myself, but I can know that there's actually nothing outside of myself, and everything that I choose to project is either an extension of the love that I am or an aspect of myself in need of healing, in need of more awareness to be pured or shine into that self. So all the cause of suffering is the belief in separation, the belief that there's something outside that can give us more of what we are. And when we believe that that's the case, then we create an abundance of lack of worthiness, lack of self-confidence, lack of humility, because then we have to overcompensate for our perceived unworthiness by feeling more than instead of less than. So it's never truly balanced. I know I am one with everything. But when you go deep into this knowingness that it's impossible to be abandoned, unless you choose to abandon yourself, to remember that you have always been with yourself, giving yourself the experience that you are abandoning yourself. It could be through your parents, through friends, through lovers, through anything that you choose to place that there to make yourself remember that you can never be abandoned. Suffering comes to mind, can also be product or effect of unfulfilled desires, because we can project the fulfillment of oneness with God into desires such as love, again, validation, approval, monies, accomplishments, etc. But when we truly realize that there's no desire outside of ourselves, then it all becomes a preference. It all becomes like a playground of creation. And instead of having a desire that stems from lack or from wanting that approval or validation. It comes from an extension of what you are, which is just pure love and infinite intelligence. And when we are empty, because we know that we're not separate and we're one with God or the universe or source, however you wish to call it, the one infinite creator, then it's like we have this sun in the back of our heads. Like if our heads was a projector and there's like a huge sun and the sun's beaming light, and whichever preference we have, or we can call it desire, but desire stemming from knowing that we are complete, then it just projects like a movie, like a different scene of that theme of desire appears, and it's easily manifested because it comes from a place of completeness, wholeness, not from I lack, I want, or the intention to be fulfilled, desire, or validated, because you already give that to yourself. And then everything becomes more easy and more fun. And then you can truly suffer. Or if you suffer, it's for small periods of time, because you cannot believe again something that you truly realize. You cannot you cannot believe that you're separate and you're abandoned when you truly know that it's impossible to abandon yourself. And it's like that's it. And it snaps you out of whichever illusion of suffering or placing something outside of yourself that you are currently partaking in. You can never be abandoned. It's impossible. Okay, that's it, guys. Much, much love.